Hello, my lovely people. This is Brazilian Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. So I am finally back. For those who didn't know, I was, well, of course, I didn't publish any videos in 2 weeks. It's because I was on a trip to Bali for 2 weeks. So I'm finally back. It was a really great trip. Of course, really spiritual, really... it's just exactly what I needed. So I had a really good time. So yeah, well, I'm back today. The video for today, the question, sorry about that. The question we're gonna ask today is, why did your person haven't contact you yet? So we're gonna look at what is going on this person's side, and why haven't they contact you? Is it because they're busy? Is it because, for example, they're not interested? So we're going to see all of that. We're going to see some oracles that are pre-shuffled, of course, a tarot reading, channel messages, and we're gonna end with an advice as usual. Now, as always, sorry about that. If you have any additional question, or you want a more personalized reading, because, YouTube readings are really more general. And sometimes it's nice to have a personal guidance. Just know that the link to my Etsy shop is in the description box. I have closed it for the time I was in Bali because I wasn't, I didn't have my cards with me and all of that. But I have just reopened my shop. So, thanks in advance for encouraging me and supporting my growth as a tarot reader. So yeah, don't hesitate if you have any other question. No judgment here. So for today's speaker card reading, we have 3 piles as usual. So for pile 1, you have this lovely Snowflake Obsidian crystal. For pile 2, we have this Aventurine. And finally, for pile 3, you have this Strawberry Quartz. So those are just crystal that I just bought. I bought a lot, but it was really worth it. So I invite you to take a deep breath and choose the pile that you're the most attracted to. And I'm going to see you in the next piles. Hello, my lovely people from pile 1. If you have chosen this Snowflake Obsidian crystal, this is going to be your reading. Now, I just want to talk, before we start, about this Snowflake Obsidian. So the Snowflake Obsidian crystal it's a lot about balance, inner centering, meditation, something like that. It's really about taking a step back. I do feel that one of the reasons why your person haven't contacted you yet is because they had take a step back on something. I don't feel it's necessarily about this connection. It could be about something else. It could be like prioritizing something else, and they just need a break in general. But we're going to see more about that. So I'm just going to put that aside. Ooh, there's a lot of... Sorry about that. Sometimes my cats go on my desk without me knowing, and they release all their fur in there. So anyway, so we have here the oracles that are pre-shuffled. We're going to see that. After that, we're going to do the tarot readings to see, to get more additional message, more details. We're going to do channel messages from your person. And finally, we're going to end with an advice. Now, as I said in the beginning, if you have any additional question after this, or you want a more personalized reading, I reopened my shop. I closed it because I was on a trip to Bali for 2 weeks. This is why you didn't hear from me for 2 weeks. So I just reopened it. So the link is going to be in the description box. So don't hesitate. And of course, thank you in advance for encouraging me and supporting me as a tarot reader. So let's get started. Let's see what the oracles today has to say about why did your person haven't contacted you yet. So we have beneath the surface, what's really driving you, true motives, and breaking free. We have opportunity. We have, we have number 15, step back. And we have prying eyes. Someone has their eyes on you. Okay. Can you see my cards well? Okay. Well, I think it's pretty obvious. I think what I said, this person right now, I'm really attracted to see, especially on those 2 cards here. It's kind of like someone is watching from afar. it's kind of like this person right now, where they are in life, they need to take this step back. And it's a really big step back, I would say. But I think it's a really important transition I'm hearing for them. It's kind of like they need like really this break, this big break right now to figure things out, if that makes sense. It could be with the opportunity, it could be about a new opportunity. The moon also makes me think about resting. So maybe this person, by doing that, they just need to rest. They need like, exactly like the Snowflake Obsidian, right? Meditation. I do see that a lot in there. Like this person maybe right now is reaching, they don't have to do meditation, but they're kind of in this energy of like, okay, I'm taking a step back. I'm taking a rest to figure things out. They're in reflection more than action, if that makes sense. So this is kind of where they're at right now. And maybe this is, the question that they're asking for themselves. What is really driving you? I feel like this is a big shift. I feel most of you is probably in work. Maybe they have changed their work, their career. Maybe they just got a new job. Maybe this is just like a whole shift. So this is why maybe they haven't contacted you yet. It's because they're really busy with prioritizing that right now. For some of you, they could be traveling. Also, that could be that. It's interesting for the number 15. I was really attracted to the number 15. We do have the number 16, which for me is really about this next step that they want to take. But the number 15 in tarot, in the major arcanas, is the devil, which could be about addiction, a really negative energy. So maybe this person right now is trying to release some energy, some things that don't serve them anymore. Sorry, I'm trying to see. My ensign is falling all over my table. I'm just gonna come back 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I just put something so that the ensign will fall on that instead of like on my crystals or on my table. So sorry about that. So while I was figuring things out, a message come in terms of, once again, those two cards. They really talk to me. I don't know why. It seems like with this character here, this person have maybe their back turned at you, if that makes sense. But it's kind of like, it's really, the image that I have is really like this person hiding behind this tree. So they're kind of like, their back is turned at you. But when someone is trying to hide, like they put their back directly on the tree and then like a horror movie, like they put their back like that and they're just looking like ahead of the tree to see like if there's anything. So I do feel like this person still has their eyes on you, like they haven't forget you. I do feel a lot of regrets for some reason. Maybe they have just like reject you and they kind of regret it, because maybe this is something that is rushing this person right now, is that they don't want to lose you, but at the same time they really need to step back, if that makes sense. And this branch here kind of feels like an ant, when you want to reach something. So maybe this is why you're still in their mind, in their goals. I would say they still see you in their goals, but right now I think they really need to focus on this opportunity. They just need a break. I think like this person feels like you coming in their life is kind of like a bad timing of some sort, because they wish they could figure things out, before making this situation work, if that makes sense. I kind of feel drawn to watch this booklet for this card here. So it's beneath the surface. Just have to find it beneath. Okay. So I'm gonna let it here. You can screenshot it if you want, and I'm just gonna read out loud the ones that I think correspond. I hope you can see well. Yeah, right. It's really about going down deep within. And once again, the Snowflake Obsidian crystal is about inner centering. And it's also about releasing wrong thinking and mental patterns, the negative mental patterns. So this is why, especially with the devil, right? And the 16 in Major Arcana is the Tower. I feel like I'm going all over like everywhere. But the thing is, I think maybe this person I'm hearing is literally in an identity crisis right now. Like there's so much they need to release, but they're really on it right now, which is, I think it's a really good energy, because I think that in the past, for some of you, this person was like the type to like never admit their wrongs, which is like, oh, I'm always right and everybody's wrong. They were putting a lot of what they did on other people. So I think this is a really great energy to have. Now they have conscious about all the wrong things they did, and they have regrets for, they take responsibilities, if that makes sense. Let's see what else. Sometimes we're driven by the need to keep up, be approved of, or fit in. Yeah. It's kind of that, right? Maybe this person was kind of like a perfectionist or something like that. So they really wanted to show to the world a really positive image, which wasn't really authentic. And this is why they put like the responsibility of the wrongs on other people, because they wanted to preserve their image, if that makes sense. And what is it that you truly want, right? There's really something about being more authentic here, more authentic for yourself, more doing things that you want for yourself, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think this is why this person is really to open your mind to what is that you really truly want, and then reoriented yourself towards it. So this is why I think this is a really a big change. So I think that would make sense for all of that. This is why they kind of like, they don't contact you yet, is because they're going through so much change, a whole change of perspective, of a mental perspective, changing, releasing their own thinking, their mental patterns, which is pretty great, right? But they still, I think, have you on their mind. Maybe you spot them watching you from afar, but they don't contact you. So it's kind of like, okay, what is it that you really want, right? But yeah, I think this person is going through a whole shift. Maybe they have like, maybe these opportunities. For some of you, it could be about a job, or some of you, it could be literally about their a whole change, as I said, of mental thinking, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do the tarot reading. I'm just gonna put them aside so we can still see them, maybe here. Okay. All right, so I will ask Spirit, I'm gonna shuffle off camera. I'm gonna ask Spirit to please tune me into the energy of pile 1 and their person's energy. Perhaps I should try to, because I have like a side of my desk here that you don't see off camera, and it's closer to me, so it's like easier to shuffle, but I guess maybe you want to see me shuffle, right? So I'm gonna do that like that. Okay. So Spirit, please tune me into the energy of pile 1 and their person's energy as to why did pile 1's person haven't contacted them yet. All right. So let's ask Spirit, why did pile 1's person haven't contacted them yet? Okay, already 2 cards. So we have the 3 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. We have, I take this one, 5 of Swords. You have the Moon. And we have the 9 of Wands. Now, as I always do, I'm going to clarify each of them. So why is the 3 of Cups here? We have the 9 of Pentacles, clarifying the 9 of Swords. 10 of Wands, clarifying the 5 of Swords. 6 of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Moon. Queen of Pentacles, and clarifying the 9 of Wands. I'm gonna go with this one. 2 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. All right, so I'm just gonna take a sip real quick. Okay, yeah. So I do feel like this person is really going through a lot of confusion, a lot of. This is why I think that for a lot of you, this is like something about an identity crisis. I don't know why. But I think this person is like at the state of asking them the question, you know, what is really driving you? What do you really want in life? And they still don't know really. So I think maybe this is big, you know, all those questions. So maybe I think this is why they haven't contacted you yet. It's because like it's literally like bugging their mind. This is the only thing maybe they think about. So they don't even have time to think about their friends. Two of Cups, you know, that represents friendship. They don't really have time to think about that. Maybe they cancel plans with their friends just to focus on building themselves more strongly, you know, being more in solitude and rest and trying to figure their things out. They're trying also to be more mature. For some of you, for some reason, they're trying to be more mature about life. Because I think, I don't know, I see those two energy here as being really opposite. Because we have like the Three of Cups that is really about the party life, you know, with friends and just having fun. And this one is really more rational. So I don't know why I do see those two really being opposite. And you kind of see also this character that is like, focusing on themselves, you know, just be alone, just be in their own journey, trying to look out for the prize. What does that even mean though? But something is like really bothering them, and I don't feel like it's really telling me what is really bothering them. So I'm gonna bring a clarifier here. Spirit, what is bothering them with the Nine of Swords and Ten of Wands? Thank you. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords for me, communication. So maybe this person is trying to figure out how to say, I'm hearing how to say no. We did see, you know, with the booklet, right? Earlier, the beneath the surface is really about putting an image up front, trying to please other people. And by pleasing other people, one thing that we do when we want to please other people is to say yes to everything. You know, the people pleaser. Yeah, the people pleasure. Is that it? Yeah, I think it's that, right? How you say it? People pleasure? Yeah. When you're a people pleaser, it's more people pleaser. Sorry for my accent. So yeah, maybe this is why they're kind of like a people pleaser. So it's kind of like, and the Queen of Swords is about really communicating our own truths. So, but I think it's big, you know, because the Nine of Swords is anxiety and the Ten of Wands is burnout. So I would get it. Like, it's kind of taking a lot of energy out of them. We have also the Nine of Swords. Okay, Nine of Swords is about, it could be about dishonesty also, unauthenticity. It's also about loss, just losing a battle. It's usually what this card represents, losing a battle. So yeah, and clarifying that, we have the Six of Cups in reverse, which could talk about regrets. This is why I think that for some of you, they do have regrets about something they have done to you. Maybe they have rejected you. And if they did, by the way, reject you or ghost you, for some of you, it might be the situation. I think they do have regrets. Because they think now that you could be a really great positive influence in the change of perspective they're doing right now, if that makes sense. Because I think that you met this person when they were still in this situation of unauthenticity, trying to please other people, putting a mask. Okay, they were still in this situation. They haven't had this consciousness yet. They haven't done the inner centering like they do right now. So this is why I think they might have regret. But maybe for some of you, one of the reasons why they haven't contacted you yet is because of ego, maybe. Like they're still, maybe they're like, I don't think like Pawan will accept me. Pawan will want to talk to me because what I did to them. So this is why I feel like they have lost a great person, which could be you, okay? It could be about a next also. So really take the message how it resonates, okay? Six of Cups, by the way, in reverse can also be about renewal, because the Six of Cups upward is really about living in the past, right? And when it's up in reverse, we can feel that this is a change in the future, like a new renewal. which is great energy too, but maybe this person right now is releasing something from the past to have a brighter future. Now, the moon is about hidden emotions, usually. We did see a moon right here. I do feel right now it's kind of like a rest. By the way, it's funny. Wait, I just want to take this card here because they have like kind of the same face for some reason. I think a message come with that. Okay, I have it. So I don't know if you see like how the two, it looks like a sun, but you see the moon here. It has like the same face, right? It's kind of like they're buttering by something. I don't know if you see if I put it close. Yeah, they're buttering about something. They're kind of like, something is bugging me right now. It could be, I feel like this person in their meditative state about asking them questions, they kind of feel in a rush. They want like to have this change of perspective right now. It could be, some of you could represent the Queen of Pentacles. You don't have to be a woman. You don't have to identify as a woman to be the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is this anchor, this comfort, someone that gives love and care, that gives this stability, which I think this person's need right now. And maybe they have missed this opportunity in the past with you. We're gonna see more with the channel messages, I think, on that. But it's kind of like this person feel rushed because they want to come back to you as fast as possible. Like they have their eyes on you and they're scared that you're going to someone else. Now, you don't have to wait for them, by the way. I forgot to say my disclaimers. I'm sorry. Let's put one here then. Just know that you and only you is the master of your own decision, as I always like to say. So a tarot reader is usually here to offer you the guidance needed. But we are not responsible for all big decision you take based on that reading, if that makes sense. Like we're only here to offer you the guidance needed. After that, you're the master of your own decision. That's what it means. But as I wanted to say, you don't have to wait for that person. If you don't feel like you have to wait for that person, you have someone else, for example, in mind, and it could work well, just go for it. But this person, I would say, looks scared of losing you. This is why they kind of want to rush. And I really feel like this is someone that needs to be accepted by others. Once again, I think this is something that will stay with them forever. So this is why they want to build this image that you could appreciate them. Like being more mature, being more stable, okay, with the Queen of Pentacles. So this is why they're kind of like rushing this change of perspective. But sadly, what this person doesn't know is that a change of perspective like that, like releasing past energy, wrong thinking and mental patterns, negative patterns, it's not like that, okay? You have to take the time to do it. But this person is rushing a little bit. Maybe for some of you, as I said, it's because they're scared of losing you. I want to clarify also this energy. Nine of Wands is usually about trust issues and Two of Swords about indecision. So can we please get a clarifier on that? Seven of Cups. I'm hearing for some of you, this person might feel like you have a lot of choice. As I said, they might be scared of. So sorry, Pawan has cut because I didn't have enough space on my phone. So as I was saying, because I watched like the last bit, I don't think we lose a lot, so we should be fine. But one thing that I was saying with that is maybe for some of you, this person think that you have a lot of choice, so they're scared of losing you because of that. I wanted to pull another one, King of Wands. Yeah, this person is kind of like determined to be your choice, like your only choice, if that makes sense. On this picture, on this image, I always see like this character, like, of course I have a lot of choice, but their eyes is really on this, the eyes on the prize. I'm hearing, but they're really looking for this one. So even if there's like jewelry here, there's like a tower like here, wow, everything, they're just like looking at that, which is like the shining thing to them, which for me is the eyes on the prize. I'm still hearing. So this is why they kind of want to be your King of Wands, okay? King of Wands is really someone that is really charismatic. So they want to be like the only one for you, if that makes sense. I kind of want to pull another one. Okay, we have King of Cups. Oh my god, I want to be like the whole deal for you. But I think with the Two of Swords here, they just don't know how. Maybe for some of you, it could be like really a newer connection that this person doesn't know what you want, and maybe you don't even know what this person's want, if that makes sense. So it could be like really new. So this is why they're kind of trying to figure out how they can be like this King of Cups and King of Wands to you. Once again, doesn't have to be a man or identify as a man. It's just like this energy of being, especially the King of Cups, it's about being this life partner, someone that gives love and care. So they kind of want to be, I mean, for me, the King of Wands and the King of Cups, it's kind of like the partner that you want, right? Like the charismatic one, the life partner, like the one that you desire. So they kind of want to be that for you, but they just have to go through this temperance before this healing. But they really want to give you Knight of Cups, sorry, is about following your heart. Okay, they want to give this cup to you. So I do feel like the feelings are there. Okay, they just really want to be the one to you. I don't know if that makes sense. With the Wheel of Fortune as overall energy, I think that, as I said, this person right now is focusing on breaking cycles. Let me bring some clarifier to that too. Can we clarify this overall energy for real? Eight of Cups, exactly. Going away from some cycles that, some bad patterns in the past that they tend to repeat. So they're trying to break out of that. Really great energy. Let's get one more, just see what the overall energy. Yeah, Hierophant. It's about, for me, the Hierophant is about building something more stable. For some of us, it could represent marriage also. So I do feel like the Hierophant is really this transition, this structure, this, it could be also about learning something. So they could be taking, they could learn from the past and with that to move forward, if that makes sense. Also, they're trying to build more stable and solid grounds for themselves, okay? They're still trying to figure out how, though. So I think it's still in the beginning. So as I said, you're, Hermit, you know. Oh, we have Two of Cups here. King of Swords is about guardian energy, yeah. So they're still in the beginning of this transformation. As I said, you are the master of your own decisions. So it's your decision to ask yourself if you want to wait for that. But yeah, they're kind of like still in this transition. And I think it's going to be a long journey. So, but you know, you do have your own desire too. If you don't want to wait for that, that's your decision. So let's do some channel messages from that person. I think it's going to be really interesting. So let's see what they have to say to you. This isn't over between us. I'm coming back for you. It does make sense with the King of Cups and King of Wands here. They're coming strong. And we see the Nine of Cups also, which for me is kind of like this energy. And I'm hearing that coming slowly but surely. I wish you would knock on my door. Wait, there's a Taylor Swift song about that, right? Wish you would knock on my door. No, wait, it's Enchanted. What is the lyrics? Open up and you will say... Hey, it was enchanted. I was enchanted to meet you. Yeah, and Enchanted, right? Like, I wish you would knock on my door. Saying, hey, I was enchanted to meet you or something like that. So they just really want to feel your presence, right? In their life. I'm really sensing like they're like, especially with the Knight of Swords here, they could have nightmares about that, but I feel like they're really scared of losing you because of like the positive influence you can have on them. I had this distance between us. It doesn't feel good, see? I see them like craving you for some reason. Like you might be in their mind a lot. I'm so in love with you. You're so perfect to me. So they really put you on the pedestal also. And especially with the Queen of Pentacles, I might represent you. As I said, you don't have to identify as a woman. But the Queen of Pentacles is that, you know, is this person that gives to others their beautiful energy. As I said, they give love and care. And it's really like this anchor. Someone that you refer to. And that is really stable. Also, the Pentacles tend to be really more stable in the long term. So let's get two more. And after that, we're going to put the advice. I will take action soon. Please believe in me. This person is desperate, I would say. I fell in love the moment I saw you. I am working on, for the overall energy, interesting. I am working on myself each day so I can come back to you. Interesting. I'm going to put that right there. All right, so we're going to finish off with an advice message from the universe. By the way, all the deck that I used today will be put in the description box. Please, I mean, you can take this advice as a general or a specific advice about this situation. So yeah, we're only gonna put one card. So let's see. So do you have any advice for Pawan about their situation or an advice in general? Thank you. So it says, things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you all of a sudden will be for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hand. So yeah, I think this is pretty much about a manifesting energy. Now, as I said, for some of you, it could be specifically about this situation or in general. So take it how it resonates with you. But this is the advice that Spirit wanted to share with you today. So I think I'm going to end the reading here. I hope you enjoy your reading. As I said, if you still have additional questions or you want a more personalized reading, the link to my Etsy shop is going to be in the description box down below. I thank you in advance for supporting me and encouraging my growth as a tarot reader. Also, if you want to see more of my video on YouTube, I'm gonna still publish once a week. I'm back now, so I should be fine. So don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel, to like and comment also this video. If you feel okay to share your experience in the comments, I always love to read you, and there's no judgment here on my channel. So yeah, you know, I'm really wishing you all the best, and I really, really hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hello, my lovely pal too. If you have choose this Aventurine crystal, this is going to be your reading. Now, with this file, I keep hearing, I don't know why I keep saying like adventuring instead of venturing, if that makes sense. Which for me does mean you know, going through adventure. Aventurine. It's kind of sound the same, right? Which for me may be a sign that your person, maybe one of the reasons why they haven't contacted you yet is because they still, they don't feel ready to be stable yet, like in the long term. I realize I do talk a lot about love situation. Really take the message that resonates, right? But of course, if that is maybe it's gonna resonate more with the people that wants a long-term relationship with that person. Maybe they're not really ready for that. And the Aventurine also, the crystal Aventurine can represent a boost of confidence and to strengthen connection with others. With others, plural. So this is why I think this person is not ready to be stabilized with one person only. They still want to figure out, to explore other people, you know. So let's just put that aside. So what we're going to do first, we're going to see the oracles that I pre-shuffle. After that, we're going to do the tarot readings to get more additional message/details, some channel messages from your person, and if we're gonna end with an advice. Now, if you have any additional question or you want a more personalized reading after that, I have just reopened my shop, my Etsy shop. The link is going to be in the description box. So for those who didn't know, I say that because I was in Bali for 2 weeks. This is why you haven't seen any videos in 2 weeks. It's because I was on a trip. So yeah, so anyway, oh yeah, by the way, I realized I forgot to say my disclaimers to part 1, so might as well do that for part 2. Just note, first of all, that you and only you is the master of your own decision. So as a tarot reader, I'm only here to offer you the guidance needed, and you really take the message that resonates with you and leave the others in the universe. Also, I always wish the best to my community, but it's important for me to be transparent to the cards. Okay, so as I said, you take the message that resonates and leave the other one in your universe. So yeah, all right, I think that's all. Let's get started with the oracles. So we have, so it says the wellspring. What are you thirsty for? Body care. Take a breath. We have tree, feeding crows, transformation. You have number 11, signs. And you have courage. Yeah, I think I'm just going to confirm what I said in the beginning. It's really funny for me, the what are you thirsty for? It's kind of like this person has, it feels like this big sexual energy that this person has to feed or some sort. And I say feed, and we have feeding crows here. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know if this person is like hungry for something. They have like really strong desire. It could be someone that is like really popular, really charismatic, really handsome, beautiful, name it. This is someone that is really attractive. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Really attractive in the eyes of people, and they kind of appreciate that right now. Maybe this is why they haven't contacted you yet. One of the reasons, maybe for some of you, is because they feel like you want something serious with them, but they can't offer you what you need. Because right now they're in this energy of, maybe for a lot of you, just wanting sex. Okay, sorry for being direct, but this is pretty much what I see here. Like, even with the body care, okay? This could be someone that, once again, really specific, take what resonates, but could be going to the gym, is really focused on looking beautiful in the eyes of others and being desirable. Especially with those, I don't know, with those crowds here. It's kind of like they like to have the attention on them, if that makes sense. And the courage here really makes me think of the King of Wands, which could represent this particular energy, especially this charisma. So maybe this is something that they're looking for right now. So this is why they like to have like the attention of others and not just from one person. I kind of want to read the booklet for this one though, from the signs. Okay, so you can screenshot here. You know what, I'm gonna read it all, but you can screenshot also if you want. So it says synchronicities are a sign of being on the right path. Everything from repetitive number patterns to animal messengers and found items such as feathers or coins can be signs that your angels are helping you along on your path. As this card has shown up to you, then your angel has been trying to get your attention and point you in the right direction. If you need help with clarifying the message, simply ask for more assistance from the universe and pay attention to the signs it sends you. It's funny because when I read, like, especially the attention, trying to get your attention, it's kind of like this person likes to be the center of attention right now. I know this is really spiritual, but I really do see that intuitively. It's kind of like this person is not really like the help from the angels they need, but more from the attention of other people. Like, this is kind of like, for them, this is like a way to be happy. So this is why they can't be content with only one person's attention for the moment. So maybe this is why they haven't contacted you yet. They still want to feel desirable to a lot of people, and if they talk to only one person, it's kind of like they're scared of losing all this attention. Even on this picture, like, even of those 3 images here, it's kind of like really they're on the center, right? Really on the center. So this is why they kind of like, yeah, they just like to be the center of attention. There's not really a lot of things that I need to say more. Perhaps we should take the booklet for this one too, the courage. So I'm just gonna, okay. So once again, I think the other page, so it's here, it's important. You can screenshot it, and I'm just gonna read the message that can resonate. I love that first. Oh, okay. I already love this first sentence. Step forward, throw your shoulder back, and stand up for yourself with passion. You know, when you throw your shoulder back, it looks like, especially I would say more from men's side, but they don't have to be a man. But it's more like when you have, I think it's a sign for any gender, really. You know, when you put your shoulder really back, you know, really, how do you say that? Instead of like rounding, you just put them back. It gives like more confidence. When you do that, people think that you're more confident in yourself, like in your posture, having a good posture, you look like better or something like that. Instead of when your back is like around like this, there's like, you have less confidence. Is that what they say? So it's kind of like, this person just really wants to feel desirable. Once again, to people, this isn't the time to be timid and pull back. Use your passions, make a difference. Courage doesn't mean that you aren't afraid. Fearless means fearless. Acknowledge you're in fear and take action anyway. So this person is really in a straightforward energy, man. They're just like, just like going for it. They want it, they got it, you know, like this kind of energy. You're strong and powerful and have great valor within you. So it's kind of like, this person is telling them right now. I think this person right now is defying their value as to what their other people's eyes, okay? I know it's not always good, because usually your value should be defined by, you know, within yourself. But this person is like, right now, they're really looking forward to all the attention that they have, and this is what is defining their value, their confidence for now, okay? So I'm just gonna put that aside and see with the tarot reading. So I'm just gonna shuffle the deck, and I'm gonna ask Spirit to please tune me into the energy of pile 2 and their person's energy as to why they haven't contacted pile 2 yet. All right, so let's see. So Spirit, why did pile 2's person haven't contacted them yet? Why did pile 2 person haven't contacted pile 2 yet? We have Temperance, Justice, Queen of Cups in reverse, why did their person haven't contacted pile 2 yet? Knight of Wands in reverse and 8 of Swords. Now, as always, I'm gonna clarify each of them. So why is the Temperance here? The Magician. Clarifying Justice. Nine of Wands, clarifying Queen of Cups in reverse. You have the Four of Wands, clarifying the Nine of Wands. Oh, that was a lot. I'm gonna do that again. Okay, 2 come out, so I'm gonna take the 2. We have 10 of Cups and the Moon. And clarifying the 8 of Swords, we have, ooh, interesting, Death and the Devil. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, just gonna take a sip real quick. Okay, yeah, so I think this energy is really talking here, because the 10 of Pentacles is really about this stability, this long-term, like literally like building a family together, which I don't think they're really ready for that. So it could be like one of the main reasons why they haven't contacted you yet. And as I said, I really wishing you all the best, and it's important for me to be transparent to the cards. I don't feel like they would want to contact you, especially because of that. Maybe because they know that you want something more serious and they're not ready for that. Because as I said, they're still in this energy of like, right now they're really feeling their own power, if that makes sense. Like right now, they're focused on making those connections with others, plural. Like this is like their way. I'm hearing they could be manipulative also for some reason, which is not really great energy, I would say. But they just know their power. Like their power is too powerful. It's too strong, I would say. So they don't have time to like, maybe also because they know that your value is more. It could be that also, by the way. Maybe this is an ego reason, like they know that your value is more than what they give, and they instead prefer to manipulate those who see less their value. Does that make sense? Which is pretty sad, I would say. But yeah, the Queen of Cups in reverse is usually about this codependency, and it could be also about stiff love. So this is why I feel maybe this person, they know that you want something serious with them, but they can't offer you that. They can offer you the things that could make you happy. And with the Nine of Wands in reverse, that's interesting because it usually represents, for me, I really feel like maybe you two are not, as I said, not looking for the same thing, but maybe you have not a compatibility. You're not compatible. Is that how you say it? Like you don't have the same common traits, thing like that. Like maybe you two are really opposite. That's interesting because it's clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Moon, which kind of like, I think I want to clarify that because it's kind of like telling me that they know that they could have like they could be happy, like having this long-term happiness with you, but it's kind of like they don't share it because they love the power they have too much, even if they know, it's kind of like they know that this is superficial. I have the Four of Cups. It's kind of like they're rejecting. They know, it's kind of like, it's weird, man. It's kind of like they know they could have like this really great opportunity with you because we do have the Ten of Cups and Four of Wands, right? Which is about celebrating, feeling at the right place, peace, harmony. Like they feel like you could really offer them something good, but they don't express that and they reject this opportunity because they love the power on superficial things they have. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because I think that is what I see. And it's interesting because we have the Eight of Cups, which is about the mental prison, right? Which for me is kind of like they nourish this pattern that they have of having control. I think this is someone that really needs, in a bad way, of course, but they have to have control. So they're going on like, I hate to say that, but like I only have the word victim in my life, but they're going through like easier people that they can manipulate more easily, and they know that they can't manipulate you. I do hear they put you on the pedestal. So, okay. But it's kind of like they know that this is a bad pattern, but they choose to ignore it and instead going for it. Does that make sense? Because we do have the Devil, which is about bad patterns, right? And it's kind of like death is usually about a transformation. It's about healing, but their mind is blocking the healing session because of like the addiction and the result of that. Like they enjoy having the power like that. Ugh. So the Justice, going back to that row here, justice is usually about a decision that the best decision you make for yourself, and it's clarified by the Nine of Wands, which is about trust issues. I might want to clarify that too. Do I take the tree? I'm gonna take this one. Four of Swords, which is about rest, which is about taking a step back. Yeah, it's kind of like their comfort zone. It's interesting. I don't know why I'm sensing that this person, I don't want to, I'm not a psychologist. I can't like put diagnostic on people, but I do feel like this person has some childhood trauma for some reason, and they know that this is not the best decision and they could be hurt in that for some reason, but like they choose to still do it anyway. Because a Nine of Wands for me is kind of like the trust issues, but it could also be about being on the defensive, putting your limits, it's protection. And it's interesting that we have this Four of Pentacles, which is about being in their comfort zone. So this is why I really feel like why this person haven't contacted you yet. I think one important point here is that they really put you on the pedestal. It's kind of like they're trying to convince themselves that you two could be like codependent. It could be stiff. They're going to feel they will lose control, they feel, with you, and they need to have control in their situation. So I think this is why they're rejecting the opportunity, being more in the apathy side, because their comfort zone is having control right now. Like they can't bear to not have control. Especially with like the courage, right? All the cards that we have here, it's about being the center of attention. They could be scared. You know, you could be someone that is really attractive too and really charismatic. And they're kind of scared that if they're with you, it's gonna like hide their charismatic side, which is for me is really like sick. Sorry about that. It's a little sick in the air, don't you think? I think this Temperance card has something more to say. I'm gonna bring a clarifier. Okay, already you had this one. 10 of Wands. 8 of Wands. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Wands represents obstacles. It's interesting. The 8 of Wands represent like a fast change. 10 of Wands represents burnout. It's kind of like, because the Temperance can represent like patience. It's kind of like, I feel like in this person's energy, they're not patient at all. They just need to have control quick. Everything needs to happen quick, you know. Maybe you have tell this person that you like to take your time. Maybe you know your value too. Maybe you said to this person like, for example, if they only want sex, okay, the Nine of Wands usually upward is about, for me, it's the sexual energy, and when it's in reverse, it's libido problems, right? Which is sexual problems. So you might have said to this person something like, once again, really specific, take what resonates, but you could have said to this person something like, oh, I deserve, how can I say that? Yeah, I need to, like, for example, before having sex, the person needs to get to know me more. So they know at this time that they could have control on you, so they decided to let that go. Like, they really see you as someone that can be like a really long-term partner. Maybe with the 10 of Cups, maybe this is like your expectation of this person, of having like this stable long-term relationship, but they know they can't offer you that. This is why I'm really sensing like a sense that they have rejected you. For a lot of you, they couldn't give you what you needed, so instead they decided to, this is why maybe they haven't contacted you, you know, they have just decided to put that aside because they know they can't have you. It's kind of like, as I said, they're putting you on the pedestal and they prefer to take people on their level or lower even to have more control on them. So this is someone that has control issues, I feel. They also, I'm hearing, likes to keep their options open. And once again, it's kind of like clarifying, confirming the fact that they can't be with only one person. They need to have this constant attention from a lot of people, okay? But let's get the channel messages from the person, some messages they would like to say to you. Yeah, we need to let each other go. Once again, people, pile 2, I'm always wishing you all the best, but we need to be transparent to the cards, right? Sometimes. So really take what resonates, okay? It says, I fell in love the moment I saw you, which could justify the 4 of Wands and 10 of Cups. And maybe the Queen of Cups in reverse. Maybe you are someone that is really attractive. I do feel like this person has a really weird definition of love, okay? Maybe the love that they feel is not really like... I mean, I think we all have a different perception of love, a different definition. But for this person, it's kind of like being in love. It's kind of like they have to control the other person. And when they feel like they couldn't have control on you, they said like, 4 of Cups, we need to let each other go, right? If that makes sense. please understand that I need space right now. Which is weird because like this is someone that is asking for space, yet they're having like all those people's attention. Like, do you really want this energy? Anyway, I'm moving on with my life. I am not the same person. Which for me, I think it really speaks strongly to me. I think like this person is not what they seems to be at first. Like maybe this is a message that you feel too, you know, you fell in love with this person the moment you saw them. Maybe you think it was like a spiritual connection or something like that, but sometimes it's just not what they seem. As I feel, this person is really charismatic. They could be really handsome, really beautiful, but it's scary. It's dangerous sometimes. It could be a red flag because some people, they're not what they seems to be. It says, I feel so guilty about my action and what I said to you. So they do feel some regrets for some reason. Yet I think the attention that they have from other people is even higher. Like this is satisfying them, if that makes sense. It says, I still love you and I can't stop thinking about you. And I feel one of the reasons for some of you why they think that is because they couldn't have control on you. And not having control on people for this person is kind of like, I need to find a way to have control on them, which I don't think is a good energy, but really take what resonates. So this is the message I wanted to say to you. Let's go with the message from the universe now. You can take that as an advice for this situation or a general advice, okay? So Spirit, what is an advice you would like to give for pile 2 to close the reading? Or maybe just one card. Okay. So we're gonna read it together. So it says, what's meant to be yours is already making its way to you. What was never yours is starting to flee from you. With time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion and focus on living fully in the present. Don't let your whole life be, I'll be happy when. Be happy now. Interesting. I love this card. It's really about like focusing on the present moment, right? We tend to like really be living in the past sometimes, feeling grief, feeling regrets. Or really in the future instead of like living in the moment present. And after we regret not living in the moment present, the present moment. So yeah, really take how it resonates either with your situation or as in general advice in your life. But I'm gonna end the reading here. I hope you enjoy your reading. As I said in the beginning, if you have any additional question that you want a more personalized reading, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description box. So don't hesitate. No judgment here. Any question you can ask, except for death. Of course, we can't answer about death, but any question, no judgment. I thank you so much in advance for encouraging me and supporting my growth as a tarot reader. You can also, if you feel comfortable, of course, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna start again publishing a video once a week. I'm going back at it again. And also you can like and comment to this video if you feel comfortable sharing your experience in the comment. Don't hesitate also to doing so. So yeah, I'm really wishing you all the best, and I really hope, to see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, my lovely people from pile 3. If you have choose this strawberry quartz crystal, this is going to be your reading. Now what we're going to look at today is some oracles here that I pre-shuffled. After that, we're going to get additional messages / more details from the tarot reading. We're going to have some channel messages also from your person. And finally, an advice that you can take for this situation, or really general advice that you can take from spirit. As I said in the beginning, also, if you have any additional question or you want a more personalized reading, I have reopened my shop, my Etsy shop. The link is going to be in the description box. I said that because I was on a trip. For those who didn't know, I was on a trip to Bali for 2 weeks. So now I'm back on track again. So yeah, the link is going to be in the description box. Don't hesitate. And I thank you so much in advance for encouraging me and helping my growth as a tarot reader. So yeah, before we move to the oracles, I just want to talk a little bit about the strawberry quartz. So beautiful. By the way, I love it. It's shiny and everything. But the strawberry quartz is usually about love and compassion. It could be also about finding this emotional balance, releasing emotional blockages, which I feel this person could be really emotional of some sort, really connected to their emotions. So I think this could be a really interesting reading as to why they haven't contacted you yet. I'm just going to put that aside. So let's look at the oracles first that I pre-shuffled. So we have, it says, let it rain, allowing what is, inevitability, trust. Number 24, forgotten ghost, reunion. You have number 23, success and relaxation. Okay, I do feel that for a lot of you, of course, this is a non-contact, but maybe you already had something. Maybe you are the one, I think for most of you, you're the one that have rejected this person. I mean, you do have your reason, but I do feel like this person is hoping to reunite with you. I feel like this person really has, I don't know, I'm really attracted to the pink here. Pink, which for me can represent love. I think this person really has a lot of love and care for you. And they're kind of like, I don't know why I see like those two characters here that are just lying down, waiting for a miracle. I would say they're just waiting for you to come back to them. So is, you know, I'm kind of, maybe I have to mix message here. Maybe for some of you have rejected them, and for others they have rejected you. And if they have rejected you, it's kind of like they're waiting for you to make the first move, which doesn't make sense because they are the one which rejected you. Does that make sense? But they're kind of like really, especially with those wings here, I don't know, I feel like they're really hoping for a miracle of you that reunite. And one message I'm getting, especially when I see number 24 and then number 23, it's kind of like maybe you two have shared someone in the past that was really great, and they kind of like, they want to live that again. I feel like you're really in their mind in the fact that they're still living in the past and they still wish, you know, they haven't forget about you. They wish that you two have the same things again, that you're still in contact again. Let's put a booklet for this one. So I'm gonna put it here so you can screenshot it if you want. I think I'm just gonna read the sentence that I think needs to be heard. Okay, yeah. This card has shown up in your reading because although you may not yet have reached your goal in its entirety, there are many smaller milestones, signs, and opportunity you have experienced that are proof you have been on the right track. By remembering to take a moment to appreciate and celebrate these large and small markers, the energy of gratitude and inspiration will eventually lead you to where you want to be. It may help you realize that you may already be there and are ready for something new. So I would say if you have an history with that person, they kind of want to have this new beginning. And if you don't have an history with that person, they just want you to be the something new, you know? They just, I feel like for some reason they really want you, but I don't see any action here. Like relaxation, they're just waiting for something. Let it rain, allowing what it is. Trust. So maybe they're just, as I said, they're just, instead of like going in action, they're just waiting for a miracle of some sort. So maybe, you know, this is really simple as an answer, but I think why they haven't contacted you yet is because they're just waiting for you to make the move. Which, by the way, I forgot to put the disclaimers for pile 1. I did it for pile 2, and I'm gonna do that for you too. You're the master of your own decision, okay? So, as I said, I think this person is waiting for you to make a move. If you don't feel or if you don't want to make a move, don't do it, okay? Don't do it. You do decision for yourself. Also, one disclaimer that I might put in here to be heard. Oh, sorry about that. I don't want my table to burn. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That was fire. Ah! Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna come back quick. Okay, sorry about that. About this thing here in Bali, it's supposed to be like there's a hole in it that you're supposed to put like the incense. And she tested one with me, which really worked great, but with mine, it never worked. I don't know why. I think the sticks are a little too small for the hole. But yeah, we're gonna, I put something behind. All the incense should fall in that and not burn my table, I hope. And not my crystals either. Anyway. What I was saying? Oh yeah, so I was saying my disclaimers, right? So as I said, I said you're the master of your own decision. So if you don't want to contact this person, you don't have to. But I think this person is just at one point. It's not that they're really in this energy of like allowing what it is. Let it rain. Just go with the flow, which I think is a good energy. So maybe like it has something happened between you two. They wish they could be back in contact with you, but I don't feel like they're desperate, in the sense that if you don't contact them, it's okay. And if you contact them, it's okay too. They're just like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. They're taking a step back and this is your choice. If you want to make this connection work, just contact them. And if you don't want, well, just don't contact them. I don't think that this is someone that will be destroyed if you don't contact them, okay? They're just like, they have learned to just go with the flow. And I'm really attracted to see those two rounds here, which for me is kind of like a cycle that they have complete in that sense. Maybe this is someone that was really anxious in the past, really worried about things, but now they're just in this energy of like, focusing on the present moment and just be like, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, well, I respect Paltry's decision, okay, in that matter. So yeah, I think this is why they haven't contacted you. They're just like not really in a rush, they're just like, they kind of want to respect your decision, which I think is a really great energy. They do wish that you two are back together with the reunion, back in contact, but they feel that it would be disrespectful for some reason for them to make the first move, because they want to they want to respect your own timing, your own rhythm, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna put that aside. Was I finished with my disclaimers? I think I was saying something like always wishing all the best for my community, but it's important for me to be transparent to the cards. And, as a tarot reader, we're not responsible for you making the big decision based on that reading. We're only here to offer the guidance needed, and also like just take the message that resonates and leave the other one in the universe. I think that's it. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle now for the tarot deck, the tarot reading. So I will ask Spirit to please tune me into the energy of a Paltry and their person's energy as to why their persons haven't contacted Paltry yet. All right. All right, so let's see, I'm gonna ask Spirit, why did Paltry's person haven't contacted them yet? So we have 8 of Cups in reverse. We have 9 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Swords. Gonna take 2, I think. So we have the 5 of Swords. And I always use clarifier, but I'm gonna use this one for that. So it's 5 of Pentacles. And we have the 6 of Swords. Now, as I always do, as you can see here, I'm gonna clarify each of them. So why is the 8 of Cups in reverse? We have the 4 of Pentacles, clarifying the 9 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, clarifying the 3 of Swords. I have the Moon. And clarifying the 6 of Swords. We have the 2 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Wands. I keep hearing a message about they waiting for you to be ready for some reason. So maybe you have been going through a lot. They have been going through a lot. But I do feel like they're waiting for you to be ready for something. The Eight of Cups in reverse is usually not being able to move on, discouragement. I do feel this card and the Three of Swords. Now, if you have an history with this person, it could talk about you. Okay, like Three of Swords about a heartbreak, grief also. So maybe they're still grieving something with you. If you don't have an history with this person, it could be about someone in the past. And I think that they're almost at the end, like the end of the cycle. If that is someone from the past, like an ex-partner, for example, they're still grieving, but they're like really starting to get at the end of the things, I think, because they're really right now in this energy of like Nine of Pentacles, which is really about independence. And the Page of Pentacles is kind of like, I think, confirming it. They're just like focusing on them right now. And I don't know why in this pile I always see like the circle. So maybe they're like really focusing on like releasing patterns, going through a new cycle, I would say. So they're just like taking the time off for themselves. I see like grief here, not able to move on, but I don't see this person being desperate, like being totally destroyed, totally like at the ground. They're just like taking things slow, just going with the flow. They just like trusting divine timing, trusting that at one point they will move on from that person, or they will grieve from you if you have an history with that person, okay? The Four of Pentacles also can also be about investing in ourselves, okay? So this is why I feel like this person is really taking this grief moment like really peacefully. I don't know what to say. Like I really feel this person is like in peace with themselves. But I do feel, especially with the Five of Swords clarifying by the Five of Pentacles, I don't know, this person have been going through a lot. Also that the Moon is clarifying the Three of Swords. The Moon is about hidden emotions. So that's why I think that they keep a lot to themselves. It's kind of like they wish that you would come back into their life. Queen of Wands, kind of like, now you don't have to be a woman and identify as a woman, as I always say, but the Queen of Wands is about this warmth, it's about like having success. So they kind of wish, wish come true here. Oh, there's a card underneath. Judgment, awakening. With the Sun. So it's kind of like, I think for this person, like it would make their life more great, more cheerful, more happy if you were in it. But if you're not in it, it's okay too. Oh, we have the Six of Swords here. The Six of Swords is about letting go of a difficult situation. It's transition, okay? As I said, I think this person is really at the point of finishing a cycle, but there is still something that they have to grieve. Two of Wands is about planification. So they're right now in trying to figure out where they want to go, what they want to accomplish in life, but in a really peaceful way, in a really soft way. But yeah, I think one reason, as I said, why they don't want to contact you is because, and maybe for some of you, if you feel like you relate to that energy, it could be you also. Like maybe they feel that you're gonna come to them in your own timing because you're going through a lot and you have some things that you need to figure out. Okay, it could be that too. For some of you, it could be also that this person is focusing about their work. Maybe they're changing work. Okay, especially with the card success here. We have like a lot of coins here. So maybe they're learning new things about a job and they're really focused on that. We have success too. It could be like someone that, how do you call that? Like not they become a leader, but they have like a new promotion, and now they're trying to get used to their new role. I feel like this is someone that has like, this is not someone that is adapting fast. I would say like they just need to take their time to adapt to things. Yeah, especially because I keep seeing like someone that is laying down. Oh, we have a book here, right? Which is about learning. So this is not someone that is like fully in action, going forward. They're just like taking their time, really. There's not like a lot of action here. They're just like lying down and just wishing for things to be in place. So this is why I think they're really taking it slow. I think I want to bring some more clarifiers, maybe for this energy spirit. Can you clarify the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles? Okay, yeah. Three of Pentacles. I saw also the Three of Cups, which for me, maybe this is someone that has been involved in a third party. You could be in a third party situation. You can have someone with you that is the third party. They could have someone. Anyway, I feel like there is a third party situation. Maybe this is someone that in the past has been cheating on and they're still grieving from it. Okay. Maybe they still have those trust issues about it. So this is why they want to take things slow, I would say. What do I want to clarify next? Let's see. Maybe this Four of Pentacles. You have Ace of Wands and the Star. Interesting. Ace of Wands is usually about a new beginning. The Star is about being really hopeful in the future. Which I think really makes sense with the fact that you invest in yourself to have this new beginning for yourself. We have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, which is about this really... I really feel like this person has a really independent energy. As I said, like the reason why they don't contact you, they don't feel the need at the moment, like the rush, I would say, to contact you. But like, I think I had that in pile 1 also. In pile 1, they were kind of like in a rush of healing. I don't feel here it's a really healing. It's more grieving, I would say. Like they're about to end the pattern, cycle, sorry. But, you know, pile 1, it was kind of like they really didn't want to lose pile 1, so they were in a rush. But here I feel more like they go with the flow. Like, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, as I said. I want to clarify maybe more the Four of Wands as raw energy. Okay, we have weirdly, the Two of Pentacles, which is about confusion. We have the Fool. Okay, wait, I want to do something here. So I think this person is hesitating a little bit between two things, confusion. So we have the Fool, which is about taking this leap of faith. And I think there's an or. So should I take this leap of faith or... Six of Wands. Ego. Just take my ego in place and just go away. So, okay, I think, you know, with that in mind, they know that they could reach the Four of Wands with you. The Four of Wands is about like this harmony, this peace. You know, I feel like, as I said, especially with the card that we have here, reunion, like this person wished that you could be back in contact. Now, they don't contact you yet because they don't feel the need to at the moment. They do think about it. We have Two of Pentacles here. And I brought like what the two things that hesitate. We have taking this leap of faith. So either they take this leap of faith and contact you, or they Six of Wands for me is about ego. It's about self-confidence. Just like, you know, when you have like an ego, you don't contact someone because you have an ego, you know, you're kind of like, oh, I want to show this person I don't care, you know, this kind of unhealthy ego for some reason. So this person is kind of like, should I contact pile 3 or should I just let things go and just like, you know, like just doing things on my own and just not care, like I have given up, especially if you have like an history, like, you know, I just give it up. And right now, like you can see this character is more looking at that. So this is why I think one of the reasons they haven't contacted you yet is because they are more in this side right now. They're trying to rebuild themselves, maybe explore other things instead of like going back in the past. Because I think like this is something they have struggle with, always living in the past, and now they want to look at the future for some reason, and maybe they want to feel desirable also. This is why maybe they're in this energy. They hesitate between that, just not contacted them so that they can feel desirable. And this person is really more looking at this right now. So as I said, maybe this is why they haven't contacted you yet. They're thinking about it, but right now they're just in this Six of Wands energy. And we do have, I see the Two of Swords here, which is also about hesitating between two choices. So yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna get the channel messages from your person. I think it's going to be really interesting. We're going to see more with that. So let's see what are some channel messages that your person would want to say to you. Oh, interesting. So we have, I love you today, tomorrow, and always. I was just a fool for not admitting it earlier. That would really apply, especially if you are, if you had an history with that person. I will take action soon. Please believe in me. So they do, you know, they have the leap of faith in mind, you know. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about contacting you. It's just not now. Now they're more focused on this energy. But I think it's just like something that is missing. Like one thing I'm hearing. One thing that is missing so that they take this leap of faith and contact you. I'm so in love with you. You're so perfect to me. My God, they put you on a pedestal, pile 3. Whoo! The universe is fighting for our souls to be together. So this is someone that could believe that you have a spiritual connection with them. It could be a twin flame. Also, I'm hearing. Okay, I'm gonna take those two. I love you so much, but I keep running from you. I don't understand why I do this. So if that is the case, if you think that's related to you, maybe this is why they're in relaxation right now. You know, lying down, just figure out what is their bad patterns. But like they're really close of breaking the cycle, breaking the patterns, closing a cycle, going through a new beginning, you know. So maybe the new beginning could be that, okay? Don't forget about me. I haven't forgot about you. And it's interesting, especially with this card here. Oh, we have at the bottom of the deck, by the way. We both required a period of healing. So maybe this is why they haven't contacted you yet. And I think the yet could be important. Right now, you're in a period of healing. They have some grief to do. Maybe have some things too. Maybe you two have been going through a lot. And after that, after they have completed the cycle, maybe this is when they are going to be ready to come back to you, okay? I'm just going to put that here. I think it's important. What I wanted to say with that, forgotten ghost. You know, we have the word forgot. It's kind of like this person maybe feels like a ghost to you. Maybe you have ghosted them. Maybe there's a ghosting situation. I feel it. But it's kind of like this person is like, don't forget about me. Like, I'm not a ghost. I'm real. I exist, okay? Like, I haven't forgot about you. So this person maybe feel like a ghost to you. And once again, I'm hearing putting you on a pedestal, which could make sense with that. But this person just wants you to not forget them. Maybe, and I'm hearing like they want to take care of you. So maybe they want to be here if there's anything that you want to talk about, like they want to take care of you, okay? They want to, for example, if you want to talk to somebody, they want to be there for you. So don't see them as a ghost. They feel maybe like you don't see them or you're going somewhere else with someone else, but they still want to be seen by you, if that makes sense. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna end with an advice here. You can take that as a general advice or an advice about this particular situation. So Spirit, is there any advice you want to tell pile 3 to close this reading? Thank you. I'm just gonna take a sip of tea real quick. Oh my God. I had no more saliva. So we're gonna read it together. It says, prioritize self-healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. So yeah, I do feel like a twin flame for some reason, because I do feel like this energy with that person, like they're just taking their time to feel happier and healthier, to heal. And maybe if Spirit wants you, I mean, you can take that as a general advice, but if you feel like this is about this situation, it's kind of like Spirit wants you to go through the same step of taking this step back, relaxation, okay, just being, where's the card? Like that. Just going with the flow. I think this is why I'm sensing a big twin flame energy, because you might have a lot of common traits, a lot of common experience that you have lived than with that person. Not with that person, but like they have lived the same experience that you did in your life. Does that make sense? And this is why right now you do both require a period of healing before this person can take a leap of faith and contact you. Because I think they will. You just need to focus on your healing right now, both of you. So I think, do I have anything else to say? So yeah, just go with the flow, focus on your healing. And I'm hearing that they're gonna contact you when you are least expecting it. Sometimes we do say that a lot, but you know, for some people it's true. So I think I'm gonna end the reading here. So I hope you enjoyed. As I said in the beginning, if you have any additional question or you want a more personalized reading, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description box. I thank you in advance for encouraging me and supporting me and my growth as a tarot reader. Also, if you feel comfortable subscribing to my channel, I thank you in advance for that. You can also like and comment your experience, of course, if you feel comfortable to. I always love to read you all, and no judgment here, by the way. So yeah, I'm really wishing you all the best, and I really, really hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.